Event. Folks, this is where the thoroughbreds come in. These are the supreme athletes of the greater Toledo area. We want to go over maybe just some strategies that you might see come in.
Absolutely, because, yeah, I mean, going into this, you think it's just eating hot dogs, but there's a lot that goes into it. First of all, speed.
Yes, and we measure speed in what we call DPMs, which is?
Dogs per minute.
Yes. Now, the average contestant on the grandest stage of them all will average somewhere between 4.7 and 5.3 DPMs, where today may not be quite at that speed, but I think we can expect somewhere between 2.8 and 3.3 DPMs.
On a local level like this, I think that's speed.
I think that's about fair.
And that's respectable.
It's incredibly respectable. Now, you will probably see as the contest goes on, the DPMs will reduce a little bit, because it's not the first dog that gets you. It's not the second dog that gets you.
No.
It's that third, that fourth, that fifth. Those are the dogs that are really going to get you.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of factors to it. You know, the dogs get heavier as it goes on.
They sure do. They sure do. And also, there's different techniques that you're going to look for. The dunk. We've seen them dunk them in the water. That's supposed to soften the bread, which is supposed to help it go down the gut a little easier.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's the break, which is more of just a mental strategy, because then it feels like you're eating a small hot dog. And in your mind, that feels a lot easier.
But instead, you're eating like 16 mini dogs.
Yes.
Which is a lot.
That's a lot of mini dogs.
That's
yeah.
a lot of dogs. You'll also see the double hand fister, which is where we got 2 hot dogs in each hand and we're just trying to shove them in as quick as possible, because then you're like, well, I've only got 4 dogs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they're 4 very large dogs.
Very large dogs, yeah.
Thank you, that's math. Physics.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, like, this is 8 hot dogs. Like, at a typical meal, most people are eating 1, maybe 2 hot dogs.
At the most.
At the most.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3, like, if you're very, very hungry. But, like, 8 hot dogs, this is...
It's unheard of.
It's unheard of. Yeah.
We'll go over the rules shortly, too, once we get everyone in line.
Okay. All right. We've killed enough time. We can start bringing the competitors up to the stage. Competitors, are you out there? Please start getting in ready position.
Is Miles obstructing your shot with the umbrella?
No, but your head is.
Okay.
All right.
If you slide, just sit back normal, you'll be fine. Sit just when you're sitting up
Our
front.
first competitor missed last year's contest due to COVID, but has come back stronger and hot doggier than ever. Give your hot doggiest, well, no. Our first contestant is not here. We will move on to the second contestant.
The next contestant, who is here, we think.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. This next contestant has become vegan over the last 17 years, and his son, who has never eaten meat or harmed an animal, thinks him as a superhero. Let's give it up for Jason, the plant-based superhero. Jason! There he is.
Right there. All right. Our third contestant.
Oh, it's Josh. I'm sorry. That is Josh.
Josh.
I am sorry.
He's just trying to compete against some fellow Glizzy gladiators. It's Brett, King Glizzy, the Weenie Wizard.
Our next competitor. It is said that this contestant ate an entire package of hot dogs in one sitting, even though he swears it didn't happen. Let's see if he still has that epic eating ability. Give it up for Jason. Jason, where you at? You did it. I know you ate that package.
He's dedicating this attempt to his loving and needy dog Bear, whose tail looks like a fuzzy wagging hot dog. It's Noel, the Weenie Warrior.
Next up is a contestant that inspires fear and awe in all vegetables. It's Riley, the killer radish. Riley! There he is.
This contestant hails from the land of Findlay. She dedicates this attempt to her spouse, who she plans to dominate in this competition. It's Olivia, a.k.a. Liv.
It's a rivalry right there.
Certainly is.
All right, and our next contestant. Today we are welcoming our very own Disney Channel star. It's Michael, the Glizzy McGuire. There's the name.
Now, this is Cat Dog's second year competing in this contest. A lover of vegan food and overeating, she's been preparing for this her entire life. Let's give it up for Cat Dog.
All right. Jesus, this next one's a mouthful.
It's inspiring, though.
It's inspiring. It's worth it. It's worth the trek. After a second place finish last year, Walnut hit the books, devouring volumes on physics and physiology of competitive eating, self-tutoring until he attained the lofty rank of Glizzacist. If you didn't know, glizzy means hot dog. It's a newer word.
I
Just
never
wanna
got
point
my
that out.
Glizzacist PhD.
It's a hard one to get, for sure. But it was making him the world's first ever hot dog scientist. Armed with this knowledge of optimal eating angles, the required mucosal contractions, and the frequency of eructation to maintain peak asphyxiology capacity, Professor Walnut has honed his body into an ultra-efficient hot dog disposal unit. Watch out, folks, because the professor is here to eat with scientific perfection, and he's going to make those hot dogs disappear. It's Jacob, the Glizzacist Walnut. Woo! Wow.
Well, before we start our festivities, I think we should go over the rules.
Absolutely, we have to. It'll just be chaos without him.
Number 1, the object is to eat as many hot dogs and buns with water as the only beverage. Water will be provided to all contests. Condiments are allowed, but not provided.
Interesting.
So they had to bring their own condiments.
Oh, okay. And as we can see, we have quite an array with a lot of ketchups. What else? Do we have any fancy sauces here?
We have some mustards.
We got some
Honey chili sauce.
What's that?
Oh, Chipotle mayo.
Chipotle
mayo.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, Chris, let me ask you, how many hot dogs do they have to eat?
They will eat 8 hot dogs.
Okay, 8 hot dogs.
And
That's
how
okay.
long do they have to eat these hot dogs in, Mike?
I believe they have 10 minutes to eat these hot dogs.
10 minutes to eat 8 hot dogs. Wow.
Dunking and crunching, is this allowed?
It is actually allowed. Dunking and crunching the hot dog and the bun is allowed.
Okay. And separating the dog and the bun to eat them individually, that's allowed as well?
It is also allowed.
Allowed as well. Okay, make note of that. Contestants must not touch any hot dogs until the starting signal.
The winner will be determined by whomever finishes with the best time, or whomever has eaten the most hot dogs within the 10 minutes that is allowed.
And all food consumed must remain eaten and not thrown up, okay? Till the end of the contest, or the results of the contestant will be eliminated.
The judges will determine the winner of the contest, and the judge's decision will be final.
Any contestants caught breaking any of the above rules will be disqualified.
And banned from Toledo forever.
So don't do it. Don't break the rules. It's not worth it.
Now today's judges will be Christian from Patron Saints and Angie from Flying Rhino Coffee. Thank you, judges, for donating your time and your expertise.
Folks, I think we're